Okay, so, hi, hello, welcome back to another Creepypasta video. This one, by the title of the video, we'll be covering The Slenderman by Josh Dean. But before we get into it, I do want to say, first off, this is a one take, by the way, so you hear me stumble, mumble, fumble, and mess my words, and sometimes mess up the intro. I am sorry, I do not have any editing software, so, this is just shooting from the hip. Second of all, I have a dog in my lap, so if you hear her, wiggle around and move, there is a dog in my lap. And third, please consider using code GOONS at gamersubs.gg. It's code GOONS at checkout. I'm not sponsored by anything, but if I keep telling people to, check it out, I have a chance of getting sponsored, and I have a chance of getting money, and money equals me getting a PC. Okay, so outside that, let's get into it. So yeah, again, this is The Slenderman by Josh Dean. This is my first time reading this variation of The Slenderman. So, let's get into it. So, The Slenderman. There it is again. What is that thing? I can't take this anymore. It's like everywhere I go, I see this horrible, tall, thin, and seemingly faceless creature. It's been haunting my dreams as well ever since I first saw it. All it does is stand there and just watch me. I can't shake this constant feeling of being watched. It's like I'm never alone. I hate it. I can't sleep. I can't go outside. I can't function as a normal person anymore without it being there. I done a lot of research the last couple of days, googling what I can best describe it as. All I could remember was it being an impossibly tall, thin man. I say impossibly because no human could be that height or that thin. It's just not goddamn natural. I tried my best to remember his face, and I figured that would help narrow the search. It was always just a blur, But then, I could never look at it long enough without feeling uneasy. I usually just walk in the other direction or something, or if it was a dream, or a nightmare at that, I would always wake up before I can get a clear look. Well, the search provided me with something called the Slenderman. What the fuck is a Slenderman? This mythical creature is the thing that's been stalking me? No, it can't be. I refuse to believe it. I have not left my house in 2 days. I've been held up reading all of these Slenderman stories and accounts, and needless to say, sleep has eluded me for the duration. Nothing's going right anymore. I think I've angered it by not letting it in my dreams. I keep hearing banging on the windows late at night, and creaking on the floorboards as I'm lying in bed. I know they say houses do that on their own, but this is different. The creaks aren't that of the house settling. There's weight behind them, like soft footsteps, but however, every time I go to look, there's nothing there. But when I re-enter my room, I always get that sensation that I'm being watched. Tell me, have you ever been sitting in your room by yourself, windows and doors closed, when suddenly the door opens for no reason? I think everyone has, but I'm different. I swear it's not the draft. I have all the windows locked for about a week now, and I'm not one to believe in ghosts or anything of the sort, but there's just been this eerie feel to it. Whenever the door spontaneously opens, it gets noticeably colder in the room. The second I leave the room, however, all the other rooms are back to normal. So it's not like my thermostat is on the brink or anything. Any room, however, except my own. My room has been getting cold recently, real cold. I've resorted to lighting candles all around the room to try to heat up the place. I don't know what's happening. I'm starting to lose it. I went outside for the first time in over a week today. I thought maybe my delusions were coming from being cooped up and spending too much time scaring myself reading about the Slenderman. I I went through my day. I went through my day-to-day life as best as I could, and to my surprise, no sightings of that thing. Everything was going fine. In fact, I was starting to forget. About the whole thing. This is until I was heading home. I was walking through the woods, trying to take in as much fresh air as possible before I went home, when I stumbled across a piece of paper lying there in the middle of the footpath. I normally have just written it off to be some litter left by someone, but it was crisp white. It looked like it had been carefully placed there, no longer than perhaps 20 minutes ago. I decided to pick it up, and I turned it over. It was a drawing. A drawing of that thing, the Slenderman. A very crude sketch depicted him with the words, "No, no, 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 no," scribbled down the side of the pages. As I tried to decipher the page, the clouds quickly darkened, turning to a heavy black. I best get home quick before the rain hits, I thought to myself. Now I'm home, sitting, staring at this fucking picture, going out of my mind, trying to figure out just how it got to where it was. Thinking about how new it looked and wondering what sick fuck drew this and left it there for me. I'm just gonna go to bed. I'd be as well to get some sleep. I swear that picture's cursed. Slenderman was in my dream again last night. It seemed so real. I was lying in my bed in a dream, and I had woken up and seen him standing there, in the corner of my room. I tried to scream, move, do anything, but I just couldn't. I just laid there, frozen in fear, wondering what would happen. He just lifted his arm and stretched it a good 10 feet to the headboard of my bed and rested his hand. I said hand, but it didn't feel like hands, more like tendrils, over my eyes, and I went back to sleep. And when I woke up, there was nothing. What the fuck dream? Oh, and did you know what else had been happening since I brought this picture home? My electronics have been fucking up. My laptop shuts down on its own, even with full battery. My TV randomly turns to static. My phone keeps getting no reception, along with the opening of doors, the constant sound of footsteps at night, and you get the picture. I'm burning it tonight. I'm taking it out the back and setting the fucker alight. No. This can't be happening. I watched that get burnt last night. I took that piece of paper outside last night and watched it burn. How can it be back? What kind of twisted bastard will put a duplicate copy through someone's mailbox? This really isn't funny. I can't even phone for help because my electronics won't stop acting up. I'm too paranoid to leave the house, and I just don't know what to do. Things are getting too much to cope with now. Day after day, more and more of those damn pictures keep coming through. Nothing works in the house, and I keep thinking I'm seeing him in the house, but whenever I leave the room, I think I catch a glimpse of him in my peripheral vision, or in the corner of the mirror when I pass by. It's driving me insane. Has this thing really invaded my home? If so, there's no safety to be had. If it can get me here, it can get me anywhere. Doesn't mean I won't go down without a fight, though. Okay, I've locked my doors and all the windows and took enough food and water from the kitchen to last me about a week. I'm going to hold up in my room for as long as possible. I don't feel safe outside, nor do I feel safe in my own home. This is my last resort. I know he's got something sinister in store for me. I just know it. Why else would he go to such lengths to scare me to the brink of my sanity? Well, I barricaded myself in my room for now. Nothing's getting in here without my say-so. It's getting late. I'm gonna go try and get some shut-eye. Shit, what was that? I swear I heard something move. It must have, because it woke me up. This is no ordinary footstep that I heard at the beginning of all of this. Oh, no. This was a loud and deliberate thud. It must be messing with me. The Slenderman knows I'm in here. I would get up out of my bed, turn on the lights, but there's no point. He's been messing with the electrics. I lay here, scared out of my mind, staring into total darkness. I know this sounds crazy, but have you ever seen a darker shade of black than normal? Like when you're in a dark room with only a little light and everything casts a shadow. But some shadows seem darker than the others. I swear, even though I'm currently in near blind darkness, that corner is darker than the rest. It's the same corner that was in my last nightmare. It's like the darkness is moving. My night vision is getting better now, and I can see in a little more detail. Oh no 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 no! I can see the outline of a man from that corner. A really tall, thin man. It's like he's wearing a suit. Oh god, it's him. He's here, just like in my dream. I lay here, frozen in fear, wondering what's going to happen. He lifts his arm and stretches across to my room over to my head. He rests his hands. No, these aren't hands. These are tendrils on my forehead. I thought about grabbing his arm and trying to push away, or getting up out of bed and trying to break down the door, but something told me there's no use. Nothing will help me now. His tendrils grew in length and snaked down my entire body, slowly wrapping themselves around me to some sort of blackened cocoon. Before I could scream, the blackness reached my face and covered my mouth. As it enveloped my head, the last thing to be covered was my eyes, which were firmly shut the whole time. I decided to open them one last time. I looked directly up, and he was there, standing directly over me, looking down. That was the last thing I saw before the darkness claimed me. Although he has no face, I swear, he seemed to smile. Okay, that was The Slenderman by Josh Dean. I never heard this story before, and I like it. That's really good. That's a 10 out of 10 in my book. Oh yeah, so, hopefully y'all enjoyed, this narration of The Slenderman. Hopefully y'all enjoyed my, my kind of put myself in the story by my voice acting. I can do a really good person on the verge of a breakdown, or going insane. That's my specialty. So, yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed that little narration. Yet again, shout out to Josh Dean. Thank you for writing that story. It's really good. I do not own the story. This is all written by Josh Dean, by the way. And I make no money off these videos, so, go check out Josh Dean. And if he does have any other works that he has done. Okay. I'll keep you guys here just a little bit longer because, as I said, this is a one take, by the way. So, this is a one take on Twitch. So, it'll be a lot easier for me to, clip it at when it's like, 39 minutes. So, that's how long the stream is for me because it's all live on twitch.tv/jankyjohnny. I play video games Monday through Thursday, and I also have an art account where I post every 2 days, or try to post every 2 days. I'm in college right now, so posts are going to kind of slow down a little bit, but I'm still going to try to get them out, and yeah. But as I mentioned, links down below. You can also find Grandpa's Ashes down below. It's a flavor by the Goons, and I heard it's really good. It turns your poop to green. It's weird, but hey, it is what it is. And yeah, check out the links down below. You see some stuff pop up on screen right now. Feel free to click them and all that good stuff. And yeah, so thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone.